What's your reaction to that one, Daryl?
Obviously, we're very pleased to get the 4 points in the win. I thought at 75 minutes there, it looked like it was destined for a draw. But I felt through the whole game, our team showed some real character and fight. Some really excellent qualities that we've been talking about a lot, and now we're starting to see through our actions, and that's positive. And obviously we found a way to win. I felt at times we were under a lot of pressure through our scrum, but what I'm extremely proud of is the tenacious effort that we showed throughout the game, and to compete hard for every loose ball. And in the end, that was the difference. The Stormers had 2-3 chances to get out of their own area, and we kept coming up with a possession somehow.
Is that a game that you would have lost last season, do you think?
I think so. I think there's definite changes in our team and improvements. I think everyone can see that we're far harder to break down. We go 80 minutes. We fight for everything, and that's a good quality to have in the first game. And as a coach, that's the kind of display that I want to see in the first game.
You mentioned there, obviously they put you under a fair bit of pressure in the scrum there, but how do you assess that? How do you move on from that and improve on that going?
Yeah, well, that was always going to be the question that needed to be answered. We knew we were without Kepu for the next 2 weeks, and our boys held in there. The most important scrum of the game was the one that we turned over and we got.
Any comment on the sin bin, mate? I'm getting old and I miss things, but I couldn't see what he'd done wrong.
Yeah, it was a difficult one. Obviously, it is to the law, but obviously the
support wasn't there, mate, and it wasn't a good throw either.
Yeah, what complicated things was he obviously had to reach over the line to get that. On balance, is probably through the weekend you can see there's been some yellow cards and red cards that have meant the difference for games.
Michael, how are you seeing, how are you having the deliberate knockdown, knock-on rule kind of explained to you on the field at the moment? Is it confusing?
I was a little bit confused just from previous weeks. The Tens tournament, and then also in the first rounds we saw that knockdowns were pretty much into the pocket, but Gus was confident in his decisions tonight, so you back it and you move on, and I was happy that we did move on and moved on well. We're able to miss a couple opportunities there and turn around and still get points.
How much as a group do you guys take out of that? And it's obviously great to start the season with win, but the fact you had to battle for it there must be really key.
Yeah, it's nice to get a bit of confidence and a bit of momentum starting off the season. Look, if we're going to be serious in this competition, we've got to enjoy that and then move on to next week. Move on to a Sharks team where we went over last year, I think in the same game, maybe one round later, and weren't up to scratch. So, we've got to deal with this playing trip, recover well, take the good, take the bad, and move on.
Well, can you talk us through what happened with the field there at the end there, and then after full time, the elation after the
Yeah, I'm hoping it's a great reward for the guys debuting, like to get a win on your debut, and there were some really good debuts there tonight. Guys who haven't played that much senior rugby, and especially not rugby at this level. Really proud for them to come on and add to the game. I think our bench was probably the difference there tonight. Jed was fantastic. Roachy came on, made a difference, along with many others. So really proud with how guys came on and added to the game, and that was probably what pushed us. Getting that turnover in the scrum, pushing the pressure to get the overthrow and that line out and make metres on that.
Now, this comment about the scrum, where you admitted the scrum is a problem, but even though a turnover went for the game, your own turnover was not good. People watching.
Yeah, I felt for both teams, obviously retaining position and retaining pressure on the team. Something I spoke about last week in our trial. We've still not yet cracked the ability to hold the ball for long periods of play and put the opposition under pressure. And it's something we're going to be working on this week. Because the secret to our game, we know we've got a hard-working forward pack that'll work all day. It's trying to find a shape that allows them to be effective, but then also to unlock the X factor that exists in our backline.
Will you take a slightly larger squad overseas now?
So we take 27. So we're taking the 23 tonight, plus Nairivoro, Miller, Latu, and a new player that we've brought into the squad is Kalavati Tawaki, who's the Fijian tight head. He'll be joining us.
Does that mean that obviously Nick Gibbs isn't going to play for next 2 weeks?
No, so Nick's obviously not fit for this trip. Obviously with the dual travel that we do face, we felt it's better that he takes that time. And the medical people are telling me he'll be ready for the Rebels game.
When is Kevin?
So Kip's is due for the Jaguars game. We've made a decision that we're going to leave him behind, let him work on his fitness. We believe he's still not going to be physically able to really be effective. So we prefer to leave him at home so he's ready for that Rebels game.
Hard to pass decision after the last.
Yeah, no, we know we had our troubles tonight, but we're going to back the guys who are in there and look at the drawing board and look how we can compete.
Michael, the fact that you've already gone up against South African opposition tonight, how much does it kind of prepare you for next week? I mean, I know the Sharks will probably have a slightly different style than the Stormers, but to come up against one of the bracing South African sides first up, does that put you in good stead?
Yeah, it's a nice roll on. It's a good theme at the start of the year. I mean, knowing Mario, it's again going to probably carry over into that third or fourth round, I guess, of the season, but third game for us. So there's a set piece theme that these African teams and the Argentinian teams are going to bring.
Because they said, probably Flick said they did target the scrum as a deliberate thing, and I guess you're going to be expecting that the next 2 or 3 weeks, probably throughout the comp, but particularly in Africa.
Yeah, I mean, oh, sorry.
No, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that we're playing 3 set-piece teams. We've known that since the draw came out, and that's the area we've got to make sure that we're strong in if we're going to compete.
You've got to go to Daryl. Was it a technical thing tonight?
Well, we're going to have to look at the tape, but there are a number of times that we got penalised. But we're in that situation where that's what we've got to do, and that's the job we've got in front of us.
Yeah, I think we've got the cattle for sure. I think we've got the guys who can back it up and do it, and I've seen that at training. The Stormers are so strong. They were squatting us pretty much. Just a couple of their guys are so big in that front row. Probably, we got a bit of false security there, getting forward a bit, and then they're so strong they go back and bring it forward, and caught us off guard a bit there. So it's a good little roll in for what we'll probably see next week.
Now, you've got a couple of tries, some kicks as well. Are you happy with the variety and the options for diversity you brought to the game today?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the way the game's going at the moment with the trends with defence. You're going to see it like that a lot more. It's the only way you can unlock and find the space because it's hard to find.
Your backs look good in time tonight, Daryl, but Robbie Fleck said that they shut Kirby and someone down with the line speed. Can you comment on that?
Yeah, I think one of the things, the areas we're going to work on is obviously getting our go forward. Like any team, if you get good go forward, you can unlock your backs. And at times I thought the Stormers did a good job. They prevented our go forward through our forwards. And that makes it difficult for backs. And that's why I'm saying to you that you're going to see more kicking in terms of kicking for attacking purposes. And we happen to have one of the best in the world at catching those forward. We're going to continue to use that tactic. We're going to be very open with that. But you're going to have to defend it.